What is going on, everybody? Roga here, and we will be doing the last breakdown to an episode. And if you haven't seen the other ones, I may bring them over here, but I usually do them live either on Twitch or here on YouTube. But this time I decided just to do a traditional upload because there's reasons why I can't necessarily go live right now. So we're going to do a recording. Now I will say, let me not make the screen black.
No way.
Okay, so this was the hardest episode to get done because of the fusion between Let and Osu, and I procrastinated so long to mix those lines together because I did not want to do it. And it's my own fault. I made the characters fuse. I have to fuse the lines together. And then I was also distracted playing games with friends, and also this was the hardest episode to get lines for. There were two people that I just couldn't get in contact with. No, actually there was three people that I couldn't get in contact with anymore during this last episode. And also I had so much anxiety getting this episode out. So I'm happy I did procrastinate because the editing software that I used actually crashed on me, and I cannot get it to open whatsoever. And had I started on the episode and midway that program stopped working, bruh, I promise you I probably would have cried. So I actually had to go back and use an older version of an older version / budget version of the same editing program, and luckily it still worked. And I had a little panic moment because at one point the program did say it couldn't open, and I got so scared that the same thing happened, which caused me to do 2-3 emergency renders where I rendered unfinished, finished yet unpolished versions of the episode, just in case I couldn't edit no more. The program got corrupted, my file got corrupted, and I just couldn't do it no more. I just had that. I'm like, you know what? If that happens, I have this emergency one that I can upload. And I always have like a main save, and then I have a backup save for editing just in case one of them gets corrupted, the other one works. So as you can see, this is the stylistic choice in this episode. As you can see, there is no recap. There was no intro. And you might be wondering, dude, the last episode came out a year ago. You may get newer viewers to this episode. Why the heck are you doing a recap? So I think that with this being the finale and how intense it is, I feel like having a recap and an intro will make it a bit jarring or whatever. And in this instance, I was just like, you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Things are tense. Things are crazy. A lot of stuff is going on. Forget the recap. Forget the intro. Just jump right into it. And if people are lost, well, there are 6 other episodes to watch. So this episode, we just hopped right into it. But let's get started.
No way. They fused.
Red hair, fur, and a tail? Vegeta, you ever seen anything like this before?
Yeah, I haven't, no. The traits of a Super Saiyan in the Azaru. It's preposterous. I never knew such a form was possible. Piccolo, you know about fusion.
So I am so mad at Daima because I knew I was going to do this scene like around the same year where I started the project. And I was like, okay, I can get away with this because Super Saiyan 4 is not canon. And in the middle of this, Super Saiyan 4 is canon now with Daima, I believe. So I was like, dang it, why?
Do you understand this?
I understand that what they have is different compared to my fusing with Nail and Kami. Simply put, I've practically absorbed them and kept the same name and appearance. But those two, they've become a totally different thing.
Does this mean there are other forms of fusing?
From what they've shown, definitely.
Hey, you! Moron! Explain this!
You know, you can always try asking instead of being so demandingly tactless, Vegeta.
Now, if you're wondering how I mix these, so Mystical Okami, the guy that plays Let, he gets his lines done faster. So I told Tom Osu, I said, hey, don't do your lines until Mystical Okami gets his done, and then you can just listen to his and try your best to sync up your voice with his. And I know for a fact it's not an easy task, because Tom delivers his lines with an accent, and Tom is a faster speaker than Mystical Okami. Like, Tom delivers his lines so much faster that during the mixing, there were times where I had to like slow him down without making it obvious, or I had to chop it and then move a word over. And sometimes with Mystical, I had to speed him up. And he also says his lines louder, so I have to turn him down and then kind of turn Tom up. And Lord, that was like, I did not even start filming the episode until I got the whole mixing and stuff done with.
But sure, I suppose we'll tell you anyway.
We've stumbled upon a planet called Blend. Their natives beheld interesting techniques, one of which you've all witnessed through our fusion. For when two fuse into one, their shared power increases significantly, multiplied even. Their combined potential reaching heights beyond imagination. The only cost? It's irreversible. No going back.
So I believe that was the longest line they had together, and that was so tricky to put together. You can kind of hear how choppy it is at certain times, and I'm not a professional audio editor, so I did the best I could. But what I don't like about that is that I did a lot of telling and not showing, and I had no idea how the heck I was supposed to show that story. So we just did a whole bunch of talking right there.
So there was no other choice. That's why you two fused.
Much as I detest admitting it, kid, you're correct. But with how great this power feels, we regret not fusing sooner. There is one rule I forgot to mention. I apologize. Both warriors have to be similar or equal in power.
But if Osu was miles stronger than Let, how did it work in the first place?
Thank the kid.
So if you don't understand that line, he's saying thank the kid because Gohan brought Osu's power level down, which matched Let, which allowed them the fusion. That's what that's supposed to mean.
Why share all of this now?
Simple, really. None of you will live to tell the tale. I mean, look at what stands before us. A Saiyan who can't even move. Another who doesn't measure up to us. A brat way in over his head. And a bastard that has no place in being here.
Aren't you worried others might find this planet Blend?
Why worry for a planet already lost to history?
Monster.
No need to compliment me, Green Man.
This doesn't change things. Remember, you're still going to die today.
A shout out to my homie J-Rod. So not only did he help me write and edit the script, he sends me music. So I'm like, hey, you like video game music or just good music in general, send me a list of songs. Like every episode that I've worked on, he has helped me get music for it. Well, I want to say around like the fight episodes, like episodes 4 through 7. I think 1 through 3 I did most of the choosing of songs myself, but definitely 4 through 7 he's helped me out.
By all means then, bring it on, kid. Let's put on a good show for round 4.
learn too damn quickly.
Gohan.
Damn it! I need to get out of this!
Come on, kid! Show me that power you had earlier!
So I'm gonna rewind it real quick. So having knowledge over this game helps you out so much with these.
Need to get out of this!
So that shot right there, that's actually Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's rush attack. And obviously with editing, I can just add that shot of him getting attacked, of Gohan getting attacked, to like further sell the brutality of him taking hits. But having knowledge of certain shots that the game has, it definitely helps out, and I'll explain more about some other shots too.
Come on, kid! Show me that power you had earlier! What's the matter, kid? You scared?
It's so fast! I can't keep up!
Hi.
Like that part right there is part of his ultimate. And I don't think he has this in the original game. I think that the way this ultimate is just in the mod actually.
Gohan!
I hate to admit, but I'm having trouble keeping up with this fight.
There was a hiccup in that line, but I didn't fix the script. That's on me. Oh, and also shout out to Gamer Goku, because when I first added Gamer Goku to the cast, I can't remember why, but he like asked if he could call, or I think he just likes talking with people when he first meets them, right? And we maybe talked for like an hour or so on Discord, I think. And I did not ask for it, but he just sent me a sound pack for the series, because I think I was talking to him. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to find sound effects, and he just said, oh well buddy, I got you. And he just sent me like maybe 8 different sound packs, dude, and it was nuts. And I've used those. There were some sound effects that I had to look up myself, because I may have had them in the sound packs, but the names of them were kind of confusing. And luckily in that sound pack they had some of the ambient sounds of the of like the Tigaiji stuff. Like if you ever played Tigaiji without the music, there's like ambience, and I use that when the music stops. That way it doesn't sound too like flat, so that way I have stuff in the background.
I can still fight!
Well, come on then. The fight's up here.
Kakarot!
Still trying to get free!
Still, after all of that, your son will be lucky to survive. Yet you'll allow your incompetence to keep you from helping him?
What, Vegeta?
Piccolo's actually supposed to have a line there, but I couldn't get the original Piccolo voice actor's attention. I tried messaging him on different platforms, just no reply. Hopefully he's doing alright. And he did say that I could message his phone number, but I don't really like people having my phone number, especially if I don't really know them that well. So I never messaged him that way. And maybe I would have gotten in contact with him that way, but I just don't like sharing my phone number. But Piccolo was supposed to have a line there. Well, maybe not there, but there is a Piccolo line missing. And usually if there's a line missing, I try to see if I can omit the line. And if I absolutely can't, I have to be like, hey, you missed a line.
Bring him.
What, Vegeta?
But if not here, Piccolo at some point was supposed to say, oh, I see what he's doing. Because Piccolo's not stupid. Piccolo's very observant over things, and he would have caught on, being like, "Oh, huh, I see what his plan is."
You won't get away with what you've done!
But it definitely wasn't there. It's a little later, I think.
With the way this fight's going, kid, I say you're on.
I can't let Gohan do this alone anymore.
Welcome back to the fight there, sir.
Piccolo!
Now's not the time, Vegeta.
Neither is it the time for your excuses. But alas, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, only a failure would leave the deaths of those warriors unavenged. Only a weakling watches his son die a death meant for us.
Knock it off!
Better yet, Kakarot, why don't I save them the trouble and finish you off like I did Nappa myself?
What? Vegeta!
If anything, Piccolo was supposed to say it right here. Like, huh? Oh, I see what he's doing. Because, Piccolo's not dumb. No offense to Gohan.
My. What's happening down there?
But then I was like, actually, we can omit that line. It doesn't hurt anything. Now, I always make fun of, like, anime dialogue. And after working on this, I can see why it's so cheesy and odd at times. So the thing is, you have all these characters on screen or in the area, the scene, right? And you don't want them just to sit there and not talk. So you have to have them say certain lines, and half the time the lines they say are just stating the obvious. But you have to have them say something. They can't just not talk,
We have no use for a Saiyan that can't move.
Vegeta!
What in the...
So he just says, there. And interesting fact about that is that that's not Trent. That's not the original Piccolo voice actor. That's actually the guy that I had to get later, Sonic Shenanigans. Shout out to Gamer Goku for recommending him to me or sending me his way. I can't remember. I think there was a certain line Piccolo was supposed to say there. Oh, he was supposed to say something like, it worked, or whatever. But again, I was like, you don't really need that. And that right there is actually from a retake of a later line that Piccolo has in the epilogue. Which Piccolo's line of the epilogue was like, seems like Gohan has a new student under his belt. That's actually just a different take. And I was like, whoa, I can put it over here.
So it was all a fluke.
Finally, Kakarot.
But it's such a small line that you wouldn't even know that Piccolo's voice actor changed midway through the episode. So I thought about having Sonic Shenanigans do those Piccolo lines, but I was like, you know what, forget it, because I think it would be too jarring to have like the original Piccolo voice actor, then the new Piccolo voice actor, and then it go back to the original Piccolo voice actor, and then back to, the new Piccolo voice actor. So I just omitted those lines and didn't have him record them, and it worked.
Thanks for that, Vegeta.
Look, it was cute. You two had your little moment and all, but it's futile. Victory isn't in your favor. You're all on borrowed time here.
Well, I prefer you both as separate nuisances.
Oh, Vegeta. Hilarious as ever. It's almost as funny as remembering you're supposed to be a king. Now, if I kill you, that would make me pain, wouldn't it?
So I will say this this series didn't, well, we can say this episode, it didn't fully come out the way I wanted it to. So I was going to save this for later, but I'll say it here. So the plan kind of was for them to like have Vegeta have like a major conflict in his brain. Like if you go back to like the first 2-ish episodes, you hear them call, Goku and Vegeta traitors to the Saiyan race and stuff. And basically they were supposed to get in their heads and like talk about, you guys are nothing but traitors, especially Vegeta, because Vegeta, actually grew up on Planet Vegeta and whatnot. So they were supposed to get in his head about how he's not a true Saiyan, and Vegeta was going to have like this major conflict, but as you can see, that didn't pan out.
Oh, wow, it would.
Why don't I silence you permanently? Yeah.
I will say, I think part of me got kind of lazy with the later fight scenes and maybe like episode 6 and 7, these last 2 episodes. I feel like I was a lot more creative in episode 4 and 5. Definitely episode 4. I did a lot of cool stuff with like key blast and instant transmission, teleportation and stuff. And here I keep doing the same shots right here. And the thing is, this game only has so much animation that I can't exactly always be creative in a way where it becomes challenging. And I will admit this. Hopefully this episode came out really good to you guys, because I want it to be done so bad. Like, I've been working on this project for ever since 2022, and I just want it to be done. Like, before this episode came out, I gave everybody a date. I'm like, hey, this episode is going to be uploaded on Monday. Can you please have your lines? And there were only maybe 2 or 3 lines that I needed because people overlook the script sometimes and miss a line, which it happens, but I want it to be done with this project so bad. It's my baby and everything, but I want it to be done so bad. I just want it to be done. That way I can feel a bit like it's not in the back of my mind or on my conscience like, no, I have voice actors, they sent me lines, I have to get it done. Now I'm completely done. I don't have to worry about it no more. So yeah, I don't think I'll make another one, but who knows what the future holds. But as of right now, I don't see myself making another one. I may just milk this one as much as I can and try to promote it and try to get it the views it never got. But I do plan on doing like a big one upload of like the whole series together, but not right now when this episode is still fresh.
I applaud your persistence. Like Gohan said, you're not getting away with this.
Gohan,
I definitely use that
how are you
animation
feeling?
a lot.
Like this is my fault, Mr. Piccolo.
How so?
It's my fault things have gotten so bad. Even when I did finally transform, I didn't kill Let. I was still too hesitant. And we ended up losing our friends because of me. I just...
Like father, like son.
Huh?
Think back to your uncle. Back then, your father hesitated to kill him, and it contributed to his death. That same mercy to the likes of Frieza was what partially led him back to Earth, back for revenge.
I see.
But that hesitance, that mercy, it isn't
There just isn't
always
much
a
to say here, to
weakness.
be honest. There's nothing to
What
break
do
down
you
here.
mean?
Your father could have chosen to kill me, but he didn't. The same for Vegeta, back when we both wouldn't have hesitated to kill him for his troubles. Because of that, thanks to that, we're both still here, now fighting to defend this planet. Every choice has an outcome you can't always predict, Gohan.
I really love the mentor figure role of Piccolo for Gohan, and writing Piccolo's lines for those moments were always fun to do. But I did have a major problem with always having Gohan in Piccolo's lines. Like, he's obviously talking to Gohan, but he'll always call him by name. Like, there's one time where I think he had 3 lines to Gohan, and every single line had Gohan's name in there. I'm like, why did I write it that way?
Whatever the result, whatever the decision, I know you're strong enough to stand by it.
This isn't fun anymore.
We're struggling here.
So I don't know why. I almost refilmed it, but I decided just to opt out of it. It doesn't matter. Maybe the same thing happened with Gohan, but The lightning in the Super Saiyan 2 form are gone, and I'm wondering if the lightning only shows up when you just turn into Super Saiyan 2. Because I don't think Gohan had the lightning around him either when he was just talking. I could always rewind it, but it's not that big of a deal. But with Goku, if you're not really paying attention to his bangs, it's kind of hard to know with Super Saiyan 2. And Vegeta's hairstyle don't change at all. Gohan obviously has an iconic Super Saiyan 2 hairstyle.
Vegeta, any tricks up your sleeve?
Oh, but of course, Kakarot. I'll just try the other 100 moves I haven't thought of already.
You know, there's always that one person, always bragging about being the strongest. But now that I actually am, this has become rather dull. Like, where did the challenge go?
Ah, damn you!
Don't lie to us. We've been a challenge to you. You never faced anyone like us before. Why resort to fusion if nothing else?
You don't know a damn thing.
I know you have nothing.
Oof.
Why drag this fight otherwise? Why fight for yourself instead of for another? Simple. You have no
nothing.
one.
No one. Dang it.
Prior to your fusion, you at least had each other. But what now? Now that you're forever a single entity?
Enough with your conjecture. Just shut up.
To still have a temper in spite of all of that power.
Piccolo.
Is that what you think, Green Man? You shouldn't even be here. How about I just kill you right now?
No.
Go on!
I really hate that edit, and I should have slowed it down a bit more. So he's supposed to teleport. You can hear this teleport sound effect, but you don't really see him do it. And it's so fast, and I hate how choppy it is.
Go on!
Like, that one was whatever, but when he teleports over to Goku, it happens so fast that you don't see it, and it bothers me so much. See, it's like one frame, and I hate it so much. And I actually didn't notice it during editing. I didn't notice it until I was already done, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to slide all this stuff over. I'm gonna just leave it there. Whatever. It's not gonna bother anybody else but me.
Alright, Green Man. Time to say goodbye.
Remember what I said about having knowledge about the game? That's actually his rush attack, the same one that I told you that I had to use on Gohan to get that shot of Gohan taking multiple hits. This shot is right before that one.
Piccolo, no! Damn it! My body won't move again!
No! Stop it!
It's all up to you guys. Forgive me. Go on.
Here's multiple presents for you.
So I was very nervous about how I was gonna do this shot because you can only shoot so many ki blasts, and in order to get the fast ki blast like this,
Go on.
it had to be in a combo. And as you can see, Piccolo was still sliding a little bit when he's getting shot. So I had to keep reusing the shot, and I wanted to reuse it some more, but if Piccolo wasn't sliding, it would have been so much easier. And I do remember doing this before on a very, very old project that I will talk about later. And the editing for it was so bad at the time. And I was like, shoot, I know how I want to kill Piccolo in this. I'm going to give him the future Gohan death. It's like poetic, right? But how am I going to do it? And here, I found a way. And I think it worked out fine.
Here's multiple presents for you. Have them all.
Piccolo!
No! Mr. Piccolo!
Now then,
Nothing but Saiyans now. A beautiful sight.
he knew it was up for him. But he was right, wasn't he? Leto's keeping us alive. He could have ended it sooner, but he didn't.
You monster!
Everything is too heavy. This isn't good. What now, Dad? What now, Piccolo?
Oh, come on! I've just got my stretches in. No power left in the tank, Kakarot?
Just as an interesting fact here, Letos had about 65/68 lines. So that's over 60 lines I had to mix together.
No more tantrums from the brat? Not even something clever from His Royal Highness?
All of this power, wasted on a coward.
What did you say?
So the coward plays dumb. You heard me. For every opportunity that came, you slayed those that weren't Saiyans, killing us off one by one. You could have ended the fight any time, and yet you didn't. You still believe in us joining you. Pathetic.
Vegeta!
Vegeta, what are you doing? Are you trying to make yourself a target?
We know of their capabilities. 4 of our own have already paid the price. So why not? Even if we all fall, we're fighting to the end. Besides, Kakarot, you asked if I had another trick up my sleeve.
I did. What did you have in mind, Vegeta?
Nothing elaborate. Consider it my own winning hand.
Nothing you do will see you as the victor of this battle.
You say you wish to be king, right? Letos? You want my crown as your own, to rule my people. Well, come and earn it.
Vegeta.
I will say I absolutely love this scene, and I was also happy for Platinum Dust because I remember whenever was it the first couple lines or the first episode he did, where I think he just randomly did a final flash, or maybe it was the first fight scene that Vegeta was in. No, I think it was around like the first episode. He just randomly did like a final flash, and I was like, hey, don't worry, man, you'll definitely get your final flash moment, and here it is.
Vegeta! You... Wow.
Power up all you want. It's futile, Vegeta.
You? Super Saiyan 2? This whole time? Since when?
Whoa! Vegeta's power is amazing!
No time, Kakarot. Can't maintain this for long. Promise me something.
What is it, Vegeta?
My survival is a fool's dream. But you and your son, you both can win this. Your power still deep within yourselves. Wait. When you both win this fight, promise me you'll protect my family. Don't let this monster hurt them. Please.
I really love the delivery on the way Platinum Dust did that line. Originally, that was not going to be the line. It was going to be a bit more subtle, where he was going to say something like, Kakarot, there's a reason why I arrived late to the battle. And Goku would have been like, really? What is it, Vegeta? And Vegeta would have just said, huh, and then flew him in the sky. And then did what he did, and then Goku would have figured it out that he was talking about he was late because he was spending time with his family or whatever. But here, like I said in one of my other breakdowns, I gave Vegeta a bit more of a softer approach that you don't see into like Buu Saga or like Super. But I went ahead and did it here where he actually cares about everybody, you know, where he's not just like worried about beating Goku all the time and like worrying about himself and yada yada yada. He's actually a family man, which I established like around episode 1 and 2, but I give him a bit more of a softer approach, and as you can see, he actually does care about the other fallen warriors. But yeah, I really like the way he delivered that line. He delivered it perfectly.
Vegeta, what are you? Vegeta!
Letos, prepare yourself as I reduce you to dust.
Okay, Vegeta. Let's have some fun.
What I love about that right there is that the unintentional lip syncing.
The dust.
Okay, Vegeta. Let's have some fun.
That was unintentional because obviously I can't do the mouth flaps myself on the characters, and it just somehow it just worked. And that shot,
Dust!
remember how I told you that in that one time where Gohan was getting hit by Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it was part of his ultimate. This is actually his ultimate right here.
Okay, Vegeta. Let's have some fun.
I know. Flash!
And the ultimate, it's a cutscene, so it's not a traditional blast ultimate. And he actually shoots it the other way. He shoots it to the left. But for consistency purposes, I had to mirror it and flip it so he shoots it to the right.
This will end in your destruction!
And this right here is just his regular beam. So the other shot was his ultimate, and I just needed that to make it look a bit more cinematic.
That's so. You barely have any strength left, Vegeta. I'm just getting started.
So in order to get these shots, I had to do 3 different beam struggles. So, okay.
You barely have any strength left, Vegeta.
So in order to get this shot right here, you have to have a character win a beam struggle.
I'm just getting started.
Sacrificing yourself again. For us? Begging me look out for your family? Vegeta.
See how I got the shot of Vegeta? He wins this beam struggle, behind the scenes.
Cold-hearted Vegeta. You've changed.
No, he's losing.
Where's all that strength, Vegeta? Come on!
And in order to get this shot, you need to have a character lose the beam struggle.
Trust me.
And I will say this. Did you see how big the beam struggle is right here? Or how the blast is almost covering up Vegeta? So this is no longer Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This is actually Super Saiyan Blue Goku in the mod. Super Saiyan Blue Goku having a beam struggle against Vegeta, because I randomly found out that Kamehameha is so big, and I wanted to sell it a bit more of Vegeta losing, that I just swapped the characters, and I had Super Saiyan Blue Goku do Kamehameha versus Final Flash, and look at that.
Not through yet!
And right here, he had to lose the beam struggle, to get this shot. But I had to add one of the abilities to where no matter how damaged you are, your clothes don't get damaged. So that way I wouldn't have to keep doing the battle over and over again. Because if you lose a beam struggle, your clothes get damaged. And I did not want that to appear on him. So I had to put on one of the things to where, what's it called, man? The customization to not have ragged clothes. And with all the other characters, I had to put on... Oh, it's called sturdy clothes, yeah. So no matter, your clothes don't get messy. For the other characters, in order to keep them battle damaged the entire time, I had to add the ragged clothes where they just start off all beat up. So I always knew I was gonna do that, but I did not know how I was gonna do that.
I'm not through
Vegeta
yet.
flying in. So all I did was just put a blank white screen on top, and I just dragged it down a little bit to fade it, because you can see the beam right there in the back of him flying into it. But in order to sell the fact that he flew in already, I just added white on the screen. So yeah.
What? He flew in?
What?
Ugh.
And if you're wondering how I got that shot,
He flew in?
What?
Ugh.
right there, that's actually perfect Cell's rush attack, perfect combination, where there's 2 shots of the character getting hit like that. And I was gonna use the other one where he kind of moves his head to the side, but you can see Cell's hand. But in this one, I did the POV shot, of him getting hit backwards, and it works so good.
What? He flew in?
What?
Especially going from this to this. I think that works so good.
What the?
And I will say, that is my favorite death in my whole series, Vegeta's. It's actually kind of graphic if you break down and try to see what happened to him. He pretty much got disintegrated, but he kept going in further and further and further until he punched him in the face. You know? And I feel like I gave Vegeta a very big warrior's death.
How was that? How was he able to land a hit on me?
And it goes to show you that, you know, Letos can still be damaged, you know? So, fight's not over yet. Because not even Gohan was the strongest character in the last episode, and not even Gohan could land a hit on Letos, and Vegeta was the first one to do it, and he went out swinging. Best death in the series, man.
He's gone too.
Vegeta, how did you do that?
Shout out to Gamer Goku. He made editing a lot easier for me. So for the thinking lines, I have to go on Audacity and do an effect to, so you know the character is in their thoughts, which I did a tutorial video on. But Gamer Goku did all of that editing himself. Every thinking Goku line, Gamer Goku did it. I didn't have to do it. I appreciate him for that.
But whatever. He can't call me a coward anymore. I killed him, and now I'm the king. It's over. Bow before me. Kneel before your new king. Worship me.
See, I wrote that line, but I hate it. I hate that line. It's so cheesy. But hey, I wrote it. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. It's just typical villain stuff.
That isn't up for discussion anymore. We've made it clear.
Such boldness after all that. Does he speak for you too, Kakarot?
He's right. So why not? Join you? Bow to you? After what you've done? Never. After who you took from us? I'll never forgive that!
All right. You guys win. I've tried. But nope. You guys just have to be stubborn. I don't want to do this. You two leave me no choice. Let's start with the kid.
No, not him! Take me!
What's the fun in that, Kakarot? I want to see you suffer before I take you out. I'll make you regret it for making such a dumb decision.
Stop! No, not him! Take me!
Dad, it's okay.
What? Gohan!
I'm done with regrets. I won't run. Can't possibly win this fight. I did what I could.
This is obviously just Gohan's spirit being killed, and he is basically trying to give himself like Gohan just wants to stare death in the face. He's beating himself up over the mistakes he's made, and he's just staring death right in the face. He's like, you know what? Piglet went out like a hero. I'm gonna go out the way he did.
But Vegeta believes otherwise. I won't let Dad suffer for my mistakes. And looking death in the eye will spare him, and I won't hesitate. Mr. Piccolo, wait for me.
Say goodbye, kid!
If anything, I turned down the
Me.
Say goodbye,
the footage,
kid!
because when you do a blast, the screen goes darker, and I turned this down to match. If anything, I kind of wish I would have added an effect, maybe like a kind of bluish effect to show that a beam is happening. But I don't think this hurts anybody at all. And I will explain how dark the scene was actually supposed to be.
Oh!
Dad?
Okay, 2 facts here. The original idea was scrapped. Gohan was actually supposed to die here. You know how Vegeta got Goku to break out of him being like paralyzed or whatever, the paralysis beam? Goku was actually still supposed to be in that. He wasn't going to break out of it until Gohan died. But killing Gohan is so hard to do. I think that's why I think Future Gohan is the saddest death in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball period. Even though in that timeline, obviously it's sad because there's no coming back. But I think that death is so sad because it's Gohan. You know, it's Goku's son. Gohan has like never died until like the Buu Saga when he got absorbed or whatever. But Gohan is a character that you never really see die compared to the other characters. And seeing Future Gohan die was so like sad. And Gohan was gonna die right here, but I just could not have the heart to kill him off. I could not do it. And we'll get to the next fact.
Oh!
Dad?
So when I rewrote the script into what it is now, this was actually supposed to be a cliffhanger. So this was going to be episode 7, part 1. And then the following part was going to be part 2. But I decided not to do the whole Netflix thing where I, extend something longer than what it needs to be. So I just kept it together. I said, no, we'll just jump right into it.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Dad! What?
Gohan.
Yes?
So I knew for a fact that I was going to use this, but I actually was going to use the Mastered Ultra Instinct where he has like the silverish hair or whatever. But I went ahead and did the sign model because I do think it looks cooler, and I just think it matched the series more. If I had another choice, I probably would have used False Super Saiyan, but I don't have it in this model. In this mod. So if I had to choose a different model, I would have done False Super Saiyan instead of the Ultra Instinct or whatever.
Go.
Man, I love the shot.
Leave this place and don't look back. Look after Goten, Bulma, and your mother for me. They'll need you. No questions. Just go.
Yes. Yes, Dad. Just...
As you can see, this is reminiscent of the time where he turned Super Saiyan for the first time. Gohan saw it, then Gohan flew away. I do a lot of, references because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. So there's a lot of nods to the original series.
What was that? Dad's anger felt too calm. His power, unlike anything I've ever seen. It made him look different. To say I understand it would be a lie, but I do trust Dad.
Did you just take my blast head on? You're just going to ignore me with silence now?
It's over.
What?
If you feel like the music matched this scene so well, I will tell you this. I had this planned out for 2 years. I knew what song I was going to use and how the scene was going to play out since 2024. I had it. I didn't have it written down yet, but I had it in my head. And the fact that it's here, I am so happy it's here. And I will tell you, I have watched this scene so many times because it's so epic to me. I love this scene. I couldn't wait to do it, and I finally got to it. And Platinum Dust said that this scene gave him chills, and I'm happy that it did something for somebody. Like, I have rewatched this so much. Probably my favorite moment in the whole series, other than the end of episode 5.
Silence now!
And shout out to Goku on his Gamer Goku on his delivery of "It's over." He delivered that so well.
It's over.
What?
It's over. You've done too much. You spilled my friend's blood. Almost made my son among them. We're done here. This fight is over.
Oh, yeah? What? What did you do to me? I couldn't even see a thing.
Before you await your death, if you couldn't see it, Then you've already lost.
Damn you! I can't hit him! I don't understand! How is he doing this?
There's a missing sound effect that is bothering me. So I have a melee miss sound effect to where if a character misses a hit, it goes like shoo, and I forgot to add it right here, but I don't think that it hurts the scene too much. But because I know it's supposed to be there, it's gonna bother me.
How are you this strong? You were just about to die. This is impossible!
To tell you the truth, no idea. Maybe I always had this. Maybe it was waiting for this moment. Maybe it needed a need beyond me to awaken.
What kind of asinine reason?
Strength that only comes from the purest of wills. Only I am supposed to be the strongest. No one else, not even you.
Second best doesn't hurt.
Damn you!
Okay. You win.
Giving up?
Yes. Just let me go. Trust me. If you let me leave, you'll never see me again.
Is that true?
Yes. I promise. I'll be gone.
We'll
Never cross paths again.
I am trying so hard not to sing along to the song. The oh, I am trying my best not to sing along to that.
If you give up your evil ways,
I love the scene.
Please, Kakarot, let me go. I'll leave. No, Goku, don't trust him.
See, that Piccolo voice is different.
but Piccolo, he can't fight back. He said he's done.
Goku, behind you.
Huh?
You are so dumb.
Shout out to Gamer Goku. That's Gamer Goku doing Raditz, so he had dialogue with himself.
Please. Stab me. Please.
If you promise to give up your evil ways, I'll let you go.
Yes. Please.
Also, shout out to Star Blast Studios. I kind of really wish I would have found him first in episode 2 when I did this scene. And the funny thing about me is that I already did this scene in episode 2. So I could have just reused the same footage. Maybe not the same line deliveries. But I could have just used the footage from episode 2 right here. But I just redid it. And I think I made it a little better. And I told Gamer Goku he didn't have to deliver these lines again. But it was in the script just for context of how the scene was going to play out. But he did it anyways. And I just used this new take. But Star Blast Studios, I really wish I would have found you in episode 2. Because the person who did Frieza told me that they can do a Frieza, and I didn't really like the way he delivered his lines, and I had them redo them, and they still weren't where they were I wanted it to be. But because it was just one line for a small part of the episode, I just let it slide because it's a small part, you know. It's one line, one little small scene, whatever. But Star Blast Studios really delivered the line how I wanted it to, and I'm very happy that Gamer Goku sent me his way for the last episode, because I think his line delivery with the scene and the music, it just works so well. So I'm very happy that I got him to do this for me.
Just let me go.
Here's some of my energy. Take it. Leave here and change your ways.
No, I can't lose. I am the strongest being in the universe! And you shall die by my hand!
You fool!
Interesting fact, there was supposed to be another flashback scene here. So I will talk more about this voice actor later, but Bones McGeyser, he actually didn't make the original cut for the cast, but I kept him because I said, hey, you have a really good voice for Trunks, and I would like you to voice Trunks. And Trunks was supposed to have a flashback. Well, Goku was supposed to have a flashback of Trunks telling him, Vegeta, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, Piccolo, they're all gone, Goku. Remember when like Trunks first came and told Goku about the androids and how everybody died? So because Goku is experiencing that like in his face for once, and not him showing up when everyone's already dead, Goku was supposed to be thinking about that. That was supposed to be a scene here, but I think I actually just forgot to do it. And besides, Bones McGeyser voiced Trunks in episode 2 anyways during the flashback with Trunks and Frieza. But there was supposed to be another scene right here, and it just didn't make the cut, unfortunately. But I don't think it hurts it too much.
No! No! What? You just come after me! No! This one is for you just come after.
So
No! No!
not exactly the same at all, but this scene is actually influenced by Bardock's dramatic finish in Dragon Ball FighterZ, where he was about to die towards Frieza, and Bardock has like this vision of Goku about to defeat Frieza, and Bardock snaps out of it. He says, "No, I'm the one who's supposed to take you down," and then Bardock kills Frieza. That influenced this scene right here, where Goku goes like, "No, no." Not the same context, but it's something that was in the back of my mind during the script.
What? You just come after me! No! This one is for Krillin! This one's for Yamcha!
Interesting fact. The that was not even in the script. Goku was just supposed to hit him and then say those lines at the same time. Like the punches were going to be synced up with him saying this is for so and so. But Gamer Goku added the extra like grunts, and I'm kind of happy he did. It works.
This one's for Tien! This one's for Piccolo! This one is for Vegeta! And this is for everyone! Kamehameha!
Funny thing about these shots right here, these were actually supposed to happen. So the only reason why I did this shot right here was because Gamer Goku actually forgot a line. And I told him he didn't have to do it because it's not that much needed. When Goku says, he actually forgot this line right here.
And this is for everyone!
This is for everyone. He forgot to do that. And just like when I told him about it, he like sent it to me like a couple minutes later. He says, I'll do it. So he forgot that line. Which led me to do this edit. So because he forgot that line, I wanted to visually show you that Goku's thinking about all the other fallen, warriors when he does the Kamehameha. That's why this kind of looks very, half-assed, which in my opinion it is. Because if I knew I was going to do a shot like this, I would have had like quick video footage of the way everybody died. But here I just got them in this just still images. Like, they're kind of funny too because Krillin has his freaking mouth open. Now you won't be able to unsee it because I see it. I think Vegeta does too, but Krillin looks extra goofy. And then to the at the end, I added reverb. So that's me editing Gamer Goku's voice. I put reverb on the last An interesting fact, this, I think, in the game originally, he gets blasted to the right, but I had to flip it for consistency purposes and had him to the left. I think I did that here too. Okay, I think this part gets extra loud. As you can see, we come full circle to the ending of every episode had Goku flying, but Goku had his clothes intact. And in this version, he's battle damaged because this is current. And I would tell you, I was so scared during the credits. I was so afraid of making a typo, man. And I actually originally did. It wasn't even for someone's name. It was for the word episode. And I literally went back and edited that one thing and then re-rendered it. So shout out to everybody. And I wonder if this was the jump scare for my cast members. You can still see there's more. But I wonder if this was a jump scare because they were like, wait a minute, what about all the other lines I did? Why are we getting credits and then ending right here? But this was meant to be. I had everything planned out, okay? This part's actually really sad because Goku's telling 18, and 18 looks away because she's sad about Krillin's death. And Krillin's the only one who's not seen in the actual ending because, he actually had somebody waiting on him. I think I screwed up a little bit because I think at some point I was supposed to have Goku. There's supposed to be a shot of Goku flying to his house to see Gohan, but I didn't do it. And this was the easiest part of the episode to edit. So Goku's just flying, or his friends would be, and because they're dead, they're not there. I wasn't originally going to put all the songs on the credits, but I decided to do anyways. Like originally, you were only supposed to see episode 7's credits, and then you would have seen all this footage without the text. The thing that's bothering me is that I kind of wish I didn't put for the mods. I could have just put Team BT4 and it would have been fine. Obviously Akira Toriyama, and you, the viewer. I'm going to say something that sounds very conceited, and I will admit that to you right now. I definitely got the best fanfic out there of Dragon Ball. In this context of editing from a video game, Tenkaichi 3. Because I'm telling you, there were a lot of us that did these back in the day and trying to watch them now with how our attention spans are and what we expect now, they are hard watches. Because back then, we had text on screen with a whole bunch of typos, and we only had music. And a lot of the projects that we did got taken down because a lot of us used copyrighted anime music. And a lot of us had very unchoreographed fight scenes and no sound effects. So you just had music and no sound. If you didn't use a video game's sound effects, you had no sound. And yeah, so had this came out originally, like years ago, like if this quality of this would have came out years ago, I would have definitely been like probably the most viewed fanfic out there, or the one that got held to a higher standard. Because you could really get these out, like you can get episodes out like within a week, but because I had sound effects and voice actors and really tried my best to make it look like an actual series, that's why episodes are like years apart or like a year apart. So yeah, I will say that. And I will say that I will have an extra video for Dragon Ball Aftermath, but I will say this was actually a scrapped project that I never did 15 years ago. This was originally supposed to come out in 2011, and I just never executed it. So when I announced that this was going to come out 11 years later, 2022, when I dropped that teaser trailer, my good buddy Speed Demon was like, "Whoa, no way! Like, are you serious?" Like, I don't know if he exactly remembers that this was a scrapped project, but I just know that he knows, like, I used to do these way back in the day, and he was just like shocked to just see a random announcement when I made it. And yep, we're finally here. And now let's get to the epilogue, which the epilogue was not ever supposed to exist. The series was supposed to end right here, but I think because I didn't want to end it off on a super, super sad note, I went ahead into the epilogue. And Thea Salone, Android 18's voice actor, told me that she can do a Goten. And then Tony, Gohan's voice actor, told me that she can do a Kid Trunks. So just those two facts inspired me to just do an epilogue. Actually, there's one guy who has a better, who makes, I think, who has better fanfics than me. I do not know his name though. He's a Japanese guy, but his username has something that's so hard to remember. It's like 1UN24J43 or something like that. It's a very weird username. I wonder if my buddy Obsidian Skin knows who I'm talking about. And shout out to him though. He was a big motivator to keep me going with the series. Let me turn this up. I had to turn it down because the music was so loud.
Hey babe, I think this is the next store I want to go to.
Well, okay. Just know you can get anything you want.
I don't know if you hear it because the music's probably overpowering it, but I actually have city ambient noise because the city's empty, but I added ambient noise to the back to, it's like car beeps and people talking just to sell the fact that they're in the city.
No way! Is that who I think it is? Yo! Yamcha! Hello, Krillin and Lazuli!
I really hate this Yamcha model, to be honest, because I don't know what the base is for it, but Yamcha's hair clips through his clothes, and also, you don't see it here, but when you're using him in gameplay, his hands kind of like mush together. When he's doing like the spirit ball, his hands are off model, and when he does his victory pose at the end of each fight, his arms cross instead of his fist going in his other hand. It's very weird. I think his model's a bit larger than what it's supposed to do. And I hate Yamcha's idle stance. He looks so silly when you just have him there standing.
I haven't seen you two in a while.
Dude, don't call me that. I don't even use that name anymore.
My bad.
Well, anyways, I'll be in here, babe.
Alright, I'll catch up with you in a little. What's with the getup, Yamcha?
It took me so long to find a good epilogue song. Then I was like, wait a minute. Because originally I was going to do Innocent World, but then it sounded so off. And then I remember Shine. And the fun thing about Shine is that I used to fight to that song when I played this game a lot back in 2008. And I was like, why did I ever fight to this song? It sounds too like peaceful. And I was like, oh, that's the perfect song for the epilogue. And also, shout out to Bones McGeyser, because if you can't tell, it's the same voice actor voicing Yamcha and Krillin. So if you can't tell that it's the same guy, he did a very good job. And like I said, guys, never give up too easily. Because like I told you, Bones McGeyser did not originally make the cut, and yet he voiced 3 people in the series. He voiced Yamcha, Krillin, and Trunks. The only other person who voiced 3 characters like that was Thea Salone, which I'm still upset about because I credit her as Android 18 and Goten, but I completely forgot she voiced Kid Goku because I was like, okay, you can do a Goten. Can you give me a Kid Goku line? The reason why I forgot is because it's in a very small flashback and it's one line, and I forgot to credit her in it, and I forgot it even existed until she commented on the video that she voiced him. So I had just have it in the description. I was so upset. I'm like, no. I want to give everybody their flowers and credits, man.
I just decided to really pursue baseball. I'm also a pretty big movie star. I actually have a dynamic duo movie collab with Hercule.
Okay, this is a total reference to an old video I made. If you go and look up a video that I made a couple years ago called How to Fix Yamcha, basically in that video I was saying how I don't think that they have to treat him like a loser. Like, he doesn't have to fight. He doesn't have to be this big martial artist. He doesn't have to be like Tien. Just give him something, bro. Like, little fun fact, Yamcha is my favorite Dragon Ball character, and I hate what Super did to him, which is probably why I don't like Super. And I'm like, bro, just give him something. Like, give him something to look forward to. Like, well, first of all, Yamcha's still single. How? He's a very handsome guy. You know? I was like, you know what? How to fix Yamcha? Make him like a cool baseball star. You know? Make him a baseball movie star. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a life that Yamcha could live with his looks. So this is the whole reference to that video.
It's gonna be a big hit. How about you?
Well, 18 and I are married now, along with our having an adorable little girl. As for my job, I work as a police officer.
You? As a police officer?
Yeah, I know. Everyone makes fun of my height until they see what I can do.
After knowing you all these years, I wouldn't mess with you.
So Bones McGeyser, that's not how he originally auditioned for Krillin. He's trying to match the same like cadence and voice that the original Krillin voice actor did. And what Daisuke Dai did, the original Krillin voice actor in my series, was doing the Team 4-star version of Krillin.
But alright, Krillin, I got a jet. I have a date soon.
You have a date?
Yep. Believe it or not, she actually doesn't know about my baseball and movie career.
Oh shoot, is that Yamcha? Everyone look, it's Yamcha! Alright, so that's obviously my voice. I'm playing the big Yamcha fanboy, and that's in character for me. That's actually me. That's something that I would do. And I'm supposed to be like having like a goofy loud voice, but I was whispering because my wife and our baby was sleeping and I didn't want to wake them up. So that's why my lines are so low like that.
A movie career.
Oh shoot, is that Yamcha? Everyone look, it's Yamcha!
Yep.
So the Yamcha chant, I was supposed to get like the whole cast to do that, but I just didn't do it. And then I was gonna get some friends to do it, and I also didn't do that. So I just did it myself, and Tony read the whole script, and she just like, okay. She's like, I see that there's a crowd line. I'm just gonna do these for the Yamcha fan club. So what I did was, I put both of our lines in Audacity, and I duplicated my lines about my Yamcha chant like 4 times. Duplicated hers like 3 times, and I just changed the pitch of like each one to make them sound different. And then I added a crowd sound in the back to further sell it.
Oh shoot, is that Yamcha? Everyone look, it's Yamcha!
Yep, it's time for me to go. See ya, Krillin.
So, Goten, you said you can become a Super Saiyan?
So I'm obviously doing the voice of Gohan. I usually skip this scene and rewatches because I don't like it. Why don't I like it? It's because I am voicing in it. I could have found a Gohan voice actor. If anything, I would have gotten Speed Demon to do it, but I went ahead and did it myself because I actually planned on doing it anyways. But I have a hard time liking any voice work that I do, even though I do think voice acting's fun. You know, I think it's because it's my own project. If it was someone else's project, I wouldn't mind my voice. I probably would watch it, going like, yes, it's my part. I get to see myself. That's usually how it is when I voice stuff. But because I think that my voice work is so much worse than everybody else's, it's probably why I don't like it. And like, just like compared to how good everyone else is in this, I think I'm so bad. So that's why I don't like this scene.
Yeah, see? Watch this!
What? I don't understand this. What kind of hardship have you gone through to become a Super Saiyan?
Hardship? Oh, look, Gohan! Your girlfriend is here!
Goten, again, she isn't...
I think Gohan's face looks extra weird in this mod. I don't know if Gohan's face looks like that. I don't think Gohan's face looks like that in the original Tenkaichi 3. But in this mod, he looks kind of funny to me. Because this is Ultimate Gohan. I would have used the regular Gohan, but the mod uses the super model where Gohan has a bang missing, and I hate Gohan's hair without the bang. It does not look right without the bang, and I will always say that.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Hey, you two. Gohan, what's with your brother's new hairdo?
Don't worry about it. That's actually my wife doing the voice for Videl. That's actually what she's credited as too. Because I was originally gonna put her like username in there, but she was just like, just credit me as your wife. What's going on, Videl? She's not ready for like, I guess, a swarm of new followers. Fine.
Hi, Gohan's girlfriend!
Ha! He wishes. Now, Gohan, you need to teach me how to be like you.
Huh? What?
Yeah, I see the amazing things you can do. I want to fight just like you.
Seems like Gohan has a new student under his belt.
See how I said he started off with Yep, that's the line, and then that line he had earlier was just a different take of it, just with the cut off, or the rest of the line cut off. And I will say, dude, the only reason why I got this out was because I've been on paternity leave for 6 weeks. So if I was on paternity leave, I'd have no idea when this project would have been done. Because I haven't been working for so long, I had so much free time to just focus on this when I'm not like working on stuff in the house and whatnot.
Hold it! Stop! You have the technique and the form, but it all lacks fire. So put some more power into those strikes. There we go. Much better. Maintain that energy. But don't tire yourselves out just yet, for we're going to work on your kicks next.
So the funny thing about this scene is that if you're a Tekken fan, you would know that this is just Martial Law's Tekken 4 ending. That's all what this scene is. It's literally the same thing. If you go look up Martial Law's Tekken 4 ending, it's exactly this. At least at the end of that ending of his. So I was like, okay, what makes if Tien is not going to be with Yamcha in the epilogue, where would he be? So I was like, okay, let's have Tien training people. And I think it worked out. Because, Tien has a dojo in Super.
Impressive. You still have a lot more training to do before you can turn Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan? You mean that thing you can do when your hair turns blonde?
Yes, of course. But you can only achieve that when you face terrible hardship. Only the best of warriors can...
Ah!
Excuse me?
Just want to give him a shout out on his delivery for the excuse me.
Look, Dad, I'm a Super Saiyan!
My son, a Super Saiyan? Since when?
For a while now. It's really not a big deal. Goten can do it too.
And I love the delivery on that line too, because that's exactly what Trunks would sound like. Shout out to Tony. It's really not a big deal.
For a while now, it's really not a big deal. Goten can do it too.
What? Not a big deal?
Honestly, that's kind of how Super Saiyan felt at this moment. It's like everyone just had it. Like, it's just whatever. And I know people were mad in Super whenever the girls were like, oh, I get a tingle in my back. That's how I turn Super Saiyan.
Okay, this training session is gonna come to an end. I need some time to think about a few things.
Okay, good. I was getting bored. Can I go hang out with Goten?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, cool. See you, Dad. Woohoo!
I actually do not remember if I wrote woohoo in the script or if she just added that. Either way, I like it. It works.
What?
Glad everyone is able to enjoy their lives.
Okay, so this scene is up to interpretation because I had one of my friends think Goku's dead here. I really wish there was a King Kai's planet, so I just put him on Supreme Kai planet. He's not really dead here. He's just away. He's just away because remember how the story started where Goku was originally going to stay away, but then Gohan was like, no, stay here. We need you. But then in the last scene, Goku decided to stay in his own little area away from everyone so no one's chasing him down, or because like Goku said, he feels like his existence on Earth is dangerous because everyone's always looking for him and he puts everybody else in danger too. So that's what this is. But like I said, this scene's up to interpretation.
Kakarot!
Vegeta? What are you?
Cursed simpleton! I need answers! You keep hiding it! What form did you use to defeat Letos?
Vegeta, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't know!
Fine. I suppose I'll have to beat the information out of you! Ah! Yeah!
And so...
Shout out to my homie, Speed Demon. So he also didn't originally make the cut because he also auditioned, but because I couldn't get the narrator back, I just said, hey, do you want to do this last scene for me for the narration? So yeah, he originally didn't make the cut, but still he got to be in this series to help out. So like I said, never take your rejections and stuff as final. There always may be something for you. And that's not just for this, that's life,
Our warriors have overcome the threat in united triumph, survived the odds stacked against them, endured as their numbers have dwindled, fighting for each other when all seemed lost. Thank you for standing by us on our journey through Dragon Ball Aftermath.
And this last scene is very poetic, because if you remember, if you go back to episode 1 and see how the story started, because the story started with a beam struggle, other than like the very, very big intro of the summary of Goku's life and stuff. the episode started off with Goku doing Kamehameha, Vegeta doing Gallic Gun, and how does the series finish? With another beam struggle.
For standing by us on our journey through Dragon Ball Aftermath.
And these are the final credits. And then shout out to Necromancer Art for doing this artwork for me. Cause I was like, okay, can you like have like a decaying city and then make the Dragon Ball logo, but make it like decayed, you know, like apocalyptic style? Cause her thing is she likes horror art, and I said, hey, can you do that for my series? And she did. And it turned out so good, and I love it so much. So shout out to her. So yeah, that's the final breakdown of the series. If you lasted this long, I'm happy you did, as this video's over an hour long. And yeah, I possibly have one more Dragon Ball Aftermath upload. I want to share the whole story behind making it and how it happened, and my thought process behind the whole thing. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the series, and hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown. And yeah, I really like doing videos like this. I like explaining stuff. But yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.